Behold, in this horn were eyes.
Were eyes.
Like the eyes of man.
Like the eyes of man. That's speaking about the technology. This nation moves at a different level. Because a man is going to create tools for what he needs. That's what America was able to do.
Book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5.
Come on!
Mm-hmm.
For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right. It ain't no hand-to-hand combat no more. It ain't no hand-to-hand combat. You got drones going against fighter jets. They don't even engage in each other. They drop a bomb, then they shoot a bomb. They drop a bomb, they shoot a bomb. That's warfare now.
Watch and pray.
Watch and pray, read.
That ye enter not into temptation.
The
spirit indeed is willing.
The spirit is willing, read.
But the flesh is weak.
But the flesh is weak. We all have a spirit to want to do what the Lord is telling us to do. We wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. But at the same time, the flesh is weak. That's why it's very important for us to gather ourselves together in these last days.
That's right.
If you don't have a natural affection towards your brothers, towards your sisters in these last days, you're going to fall out.
Damn.
You are going, it ain't no and, ifs, or buts about it.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
Y'all all right? All praise. Glad to be here. This is like my fifth home. I won't say this is my second home, but like my fifth home. I don't always come to Miami, but when I do, I enjoy it. All praise.
That's right.
I see y'all got some walls up in the building. What? Miami got walls? We in this building. All praises. Miami got some walls, y'all.
That's right.
No more 10-4 walls. All praises.
Yeah, no.
Y'all only getting a half of what goes on in the secret circles. So don't feel offended. All praises. But I'm excited to be here. We got some brothers. Hey, it's Car up here. Who else up here? Okay, everybody else from the U. Hey man, introduce yourself, man. Make sure they know we ain't got no Asians up here, man.
Hey, shalom, Most High Christ blessed family. Officer Issachar from IUIC Raleigh.
Raleigh in the building. All praises. A lot of other brothers. I think they the other camps. The other brothers down here for the event tomorrow. Lord's will, we bring it out and the Lord get the victory, which we know He will. But we're gonna go over some stuff. We ain't listen, y'all. Today's title is called A Prophet's Dream. A Prophet's Dream. You know why? Because we literally made this class in 5 minutes because there's so much going on in the world.
That's right.
So much going on. If you ain't in the loop with what's going on and all you know about is Bam Adebayo got 83 points and Tyler Perry got a new dress, and if that's all you know what's going on, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Matter of fact, hey, give me that where it says watch and pray. I think it's Matthew 26 and 41. Let's start there. All the stuff that's going on in the earth today, if you don't believe or know that these scriptures are true, something's wrong with you. And we're going to show you even more today with all the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, what's going on here in America, and what's to come to validate the Bible.
That's right.
Brothers was at camp today. They was talking with a brother, and everything was good. What y'all think made him turn his ear, y'all? Everything was good until we brought out what? The laws. There you go. Never fails. So the people love the prophecy. They love hearing about the white man's the devil. They love hearing about the real Jews ain't the real Jews. They love hearing about the World War III. But the things that's sufficient for our people, that our people need, they don't want to hear that.
More specifically, what made him turn his ear is that you can't smoke weed.
Yep.
And that's where he tried to go behind the sign. He went crazy because he heard damn weed. The hell is this?
We turned them off.
Wow.
You got that verse?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 41. Watch and
do what? Hold on. Do what?
Watch.
How many of y'all watch the actual physical news anymore? How many of y'all watch the news? You ain't got to lie. Oh, y'all got TV? Y'all got TV? All praise. Y'all watch the news. How many of y'all get your news from your cell phone? That's how I get my news. Okay. So either way is good. I'm not knocking either one. I'm just, I'm broke. I ain't got TV. I ain't got TV. I watch literally on my cell phone. That's everything. But the key part is that you are watching. Read it again.
Watch and pray.
Watch and pray. Read.
That ye enter not into temptation.
The
spirit indeed is willing.
The spirit is willing. Read.
But the flesh is weak. We all have a spirit to want to do what the Lord is telling us to do. We wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. But at the same time, the flesh is weak. That's why it's very important for us to gather ourselves together in these last days.
That's right.
If you don't have a natural affection towards your brothers, towards your sisters in these last days, you're going to fall out.
Damn.
You are going, it ain't no and ifs or buts about it. Give me that endeavor to keep the peace in Ephesians. Because what's going to happen is going to get turned up. It's going to get turned up way more than what it is right now. I don't know if y'all know that or not. A few months ago, I was a coach for 13 years. I got called into the office and they said, "Hey, we done." I said, "Did I do anything wrong?" "No, you ain't do nothing wrong." I said, "But I can't work here no more." "No." I said, "All righty then." So that's what it is. So understand, at that point, some of y'all gonna be like, "Hey, I'm out. I can't do this. I'm gone." Or are you gonna stand stiffly for the Lord? A lot of y'all are gonna come to, and that's the start. A job is something cake. None of y'all should be worrying about a job. Cap, how many different jobs you don't have since you've been in truth? A lot of them, right? Hey, a lot of y'all, we don't have to work a lot of different jobs. If that's what's gonna keep you here, if that job is your lifeline to making sure you stay in tune with the Most High, you got a problem. Because that job, they can replace you in a second. Understand that. In a second. Go ahead, Cap.
What that shows is you don't have faith in the Lord.
There you go.
Your faith is in your oppressor right here.
Yep. 100%.
Y'all see how fickle Jobs is, especially with what's his name? DJ Trump.
Yep.
If you go against what he say, you out of there. He put a damn pizza man as the Secretary of Defense.
Right.
The dude was a podcaster. He was a podcaster. Hexef was he was a media guy. He was an anchor.
Wow.
He was asking people, "So what do you think about the war in Iran?" Now he's the damn Secretary of Defense War. What the hell is this?
Damn.
Bro.
That's crazy. You got that verse?
Yes, sir. Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 3. Endeavoring.
Do what?
Endeavoring.
Guess what? A lot of y'all finna find out if y'all really love the Lord or not. Guess what's finna happen? Guess what's already happened, but what's finna happen even more? Dang, somebody in the spirit. Some of y'all gonna start making excuses why you can't come to the new moon. Gas $6 a gallon. I can't make it.
You see who said it? A 50.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Right.
Like, well,
Yeah, because they paying attention. I guarantee you, the gas $6 a gallon. And? What that mean? Read it again.
Endeavoring.
The Bible says endeavor to do what?
To keep the unity
of what?
Of the Spirit. In the bond of peace.
In the bond of peace. The key word is endeavor. That means it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. I see some of this older brothers and sisters, they got their things to help you walk. They got their walkers, they got their canes. They making it. You think they comfortable here? They probably ain't comfortable. But they here, they understand spiritually, I need this. This is where my strength comes from. But a lot of y'all, the first piece of adversity hit you, you're gonna be out the door.
Wow.
You're gonna be out the door. Your husband leave you. Your children don't want to keep the commandments no more. Your wife leave out the door. You want to leave and run. Okay. This the last time. As we go throughout the class, this the wrong time. I ain't saying the kingdom coming tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure in the next 30, 40 years, and that's on the long end, We finna be up out of here. Because it ain't too much more that can happen. It ain't too much more. A man can be a woman and a woman can be a man now. What else can happen? AI, you got human robots that can move, jump, dance. They can shoot guns. It ain't too much more to happen. The hologram, well, the cell phone, I'm going to prophesy. In the next 5 years, we'll have holograms on the cell phones. After that, what else you got? You already got the VR glasses. They got the hologram. It ain't too much more to do. Y'all understand that? AI, you can make a movie with you without your permission in 2 minutes. I can get the IT team, hey, go make a movie real quick before Bishop class, and they can make it. We can get the title an hour before class. Them thumbnails y'all be seeing, they make them quick.
That's
so it
right.
ain't too much more that's going to happen. Y'all know what's holding back everything? Y'all know what's holding back everything? The Israelites. Give me that Revelation 7 real quick. We the only thing. The world ain't waiting on us. I don't know if y'all know that or not. The white man ain't waiting on none of us. If he could do it, he would do it right now. Which we gonna show you. Netanyahu say, I'm trying to bring back Christ. While y'all playing, he say, I'm trying to make sure the temperature's right. Am I lying, officers? Y'all pay attention. Y'all watch. See, the officers know what's going on. Everybody else sleep. They don't know what's going on. We gonna show you during the class, though. We gonna show you. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
The 4 corners of the earth. Read.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth.
What's the winds of the earth? Let me get a brother raise his hand and tell me what's the winds of the earth. All right, here we go. We got a brother right here. Black shirt.
Hey, shalom, leadership.
Shalom. What's your name?
Brother Ezra.
How long you been with us, Brother Ezra?
About a year.
About a year. All
Yes,
praise.
sir.
Okay, been here for a year. Let's see if you got the answer right. What's the winds of the earth?
It's the winds of the earth is the armies of the earth.
All praise. You got a precept?
2nd Ezra 13 and 5.
Give it up for the brother. Give it up. Give it up. All praise. So y'all going over prophecy down here in Miami, huh? All praise. All praise. He said, I'm from Atlanta. Bishop taught me that. All praise. All praise. He said, Bishop, no. Them captains ain't teach me that. Bishop taught me that precept. Damn. Y'all got the precept?
2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the 4 winds of the heaven.
From the what?
The 4 winds of the heaven.
Read.
To subdue the man that came out of the sea.
To do what?
Subdue the man that came out of the sea.
So, is the wind, is it talking about physical wind? No, it's talking about the armies of the world. The armies of the world came out to subdue him. So, matter of fact, go back to Revelation 7.
Revelation chapter 7 verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God.
Read.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth.
Hold on, what was it given to them?
To hurt the earth.
Have y'all been watching the news? I'm asking you again. Have y'all been watching the news?
No.
Is the earth being hurt over there in the Middle East right now? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bombs are being dropped day and night. By the thousands, by the hundreds. Can y'all put some videos up, please? I know y'all got a lot of videos. There we go. Y'all see that? That's hurting the earth right there. Them bombs that's being dropped in the Middle East.
That's right.
Dropping bomb. There we go. Got the cluster bombs. This is real time, y'all. This is real time. This is not a game. This is not AI. This is real. I'm going to tell you how real it is. Y'all know for Passover, the captains, we travel all over. I had to change my flight plans because I was going to one location, and I had to go through Dubai. I said, hell no, I'm not going to Dubai. Hey, put me on the flight through Brussels, and then I get there. We got to change up. So, it's real. It's real. Read that. Read it again.
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God.
Having the what?
The seal of the living God.
Read.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth.
So there's angels given to hurt the entire earth, not just the Middle East, but the entire earth. Read.
And the sea, saying, hurt not the earth.
Do what?
Hurt not the earth.
Read.
Neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
What's the seal, y'all? Did somebody say bombs? Okay, they said the laws. All pray. Get that. Isaiah 8:16.
Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 16. Bind up the testimony. Seal the law.
Do what?
Seal the law among my disciples.
Seal my law among my disciples. So make no mistake about it. The 144,000 ain't coming out the Christian church. Y'all understand that?
That's right.
The 144,000 ain't coming out the Catholic church. Ain't coming out the Pentecostal church. It's coming out of you men right in here. Y'all understand that? So you got to take a special pride in that. Not a negative pride, but a positive that, hey, y'all are literally responsible for bringing forth the end of the world. If you can, just bring up the article real quick with Netanyahu, because y'all think I may be playing. Of Netanyahu saying that he gonna bring forth the end of the earth. He trying to bring forth the temperature for the Messiah.
Come on.
I don't know what number it was titled. Y'all got it? All right, good. So, hold on. Somebody read that real quick.
Netanyahu vows to reach Messiah's return as Israel targets Iranian leadership.
Hold on, read that again. I don't think they following. Read it again.
Netanyahu vows to reach Messiah's return as Israel targets Iranian leadership.
What does that mean, y'all? Let me hear one of y'all. What does that mean that these nations is trying to do? All right, we got some hands up.
Bring it out.
Trying to bring in World War III Shalom leadership.
Right. 100% correct. That means they think Christ is on their side.
There you go.
Y'all don't understand that. They think Christ is on their side. That's why when he come back, they gonna be shooting. They're like, hold on, we ain't got everything set up for this. I thought he was gonna be a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Hell no.
Who's that nigga on that neck?
They gonna come in on.
Nigga in a big ass chariot. Shoot. Where's the white man? Caesar.
Gotcha.
Press play on the video.
שנגיע לימות המשיח. אבל זה לא הולך לקרות ביום חמישי הבא. הוא ייפול ואז הבעיה תיפטר. אבל בכל מקרה, זה פשוט איראן אחרת.
All right, pause. Go back to the beginning. I want to see if y'all paying attention.
יכול להיות שנגיע לימות המשיח.
Pause. So, hey, officer, read it for me, because he speaking in Yiddish.
So I will tell you, we may reach the return of the Messiah.
יכול להיות שנגיע לימות המשיח.
But it is not going to happen next Thursday.
אבל זה לא הולך לקרות ביום חמישי הבא.
I hope Iranian government
ייפול ואז הבעיה תיפטר. אבל
and then the problem will be solved.
Pause. What is the problem that he's trying to avoid? Somebody tell me. What is the problem, according to prophecy, that he's trying to avoid? Every class that went over this. Y'all should know this. What is the problem that he's trying to avoid? Key part, he said, when the Iranian government is dissolved. All right, let me hear off layer.
Check. Hey, Shalom Cap. He's
Shalom,
trying to prevent the Arabs from coming together and unifying.
Right, that part. But what else? What is it specific about Iran that they are going to do?
He wants to stop Iran from getting the ICBM.
Right, and what's the prophecy?
Second Esdras 15.
What does it say?
The Carmanians and the Arabs, Ishmael, they're gonna gather together and they're gonna rain destruction on Israel.
There you go. It says they're gonna waste the land of Assyria, which is Israel. That's very important, because if you wonder what does Iran have to play in this whole thing? Why are they so gun-ho on Iran? They know the prophecy. They know the prophecy. And it's funny because they playing mind games saying they're trying to bring back Christ. Meanwhile, they know at the back of their heads, they not the people. So, go back to Revelation 7.
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 3.
Let's go. Read verse 4. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
So we need 144,000. Let's say what? Let's say
right.
on the high end, we got 3,000 at men's conference. Because all the men of the Lord going to be there at men's conference. Let's say we missed 1,000. Let's say we had 4,000. So are we where we need to be at, y'all? We got a lot of work to do. If we had 4,000, which I'm going to give y'all a hint, we didn't. If we had 4,000 men there, that means we only got 1/3 of the men that we need from one tribe. Not only from one tribe. That would just be Judah. Now we got to multiply that times 12. So we got a lot of work to do. So when brothers can't make it to New Moon, when brothers can't make it to the camp, can't make it to the fly mission, y'all don't understand how much work is needed. And that's with the bishops, deacons laboring for decades. Decades. Bishop, y'all saw a few weeks ago, 35 years. In his 35 years, he was able to amass those thousands. And that's why Bishop always talk about exponential growth. And guess what? Lord's will, we be able to say, well, in my 30, 40 years in the truth, we was able to get it done. But they ain't going to be here forever. Y'all understand that, right? As much as we love our leadership, we know that. That's why they pour so much into us. That's why Bishop go 4 hours every week trying to make sure we get the understanding. He don't want no excuses. God forbid he ain't here for why y'all confused.
That's right.
Like, when did I ever teach that Jesus was white? Huh? But brothers leave and believe that. Passover dinner is chicken and waffles. Protein based.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Keto.
The hell is this?
So we got to make sure we watch and pray. It goes back to the first verse. So that just set the stage for the class. Captains, y'all got anything? We finna go into the videos. So go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. Like that scripture just said in Revelation, the four corners of the earth is being the angels are holding back. Right. I just looked at one of the feeds I watch. Right. North Korea just launched 10 ballistic missiles in a sign of force in Japan. The sirens started going off in Japan. Another angel moved the hell out the way for a little minute. All right. Okay.
I think it was the video. I don't know if it's a video. You were watching something, but they was talking about America, in their war with Iran, and it was speaking about how this war, which we're gonna go into today, but tactically, America should destroy Iran in a blink of an eye. They can't compete. But the one weapon that they can use that will destroy Iran that Iran don't have, they can't use it. They got all them nuclear missiles. Imagine that. You got all these nuclear missiles, but you can't use it. If you use it, it's the end of the world. Right. Everybody gonna use theirs immediately. Imagine that. That's like having $2 million and you can't spend it. It's like, damn. Hey. Right. What's the point of having it if you can't use it? So that's the problem they got right now. That's the dilemma the American military is faced with. They got all these weapons, all this stuff. They can't use it as of yet. But let's get into it. Play the first video about the pastor. Oh yeah, like I told y'all, we made this up real quick. So I'm gonna tell y'all I like to usually layer my classes. So we're gonna start with showing y'all, because like I told y'all, it's a prophet's dream. We're gonna show y'all at the same time while all this stuff is going on, what are our people doing here in America, y'all? Bring it out. Any of y'all had a casual conversation with anybody about the war? With somebody in the world? No? Yes? Maybe? You have? Okay. We got one. Anybody else? 2, 3? Okay. So nobody came up to y'all like, man, y'all see what's going on over there? No? Because I'm in a group chat with a lot of my former teammates. And it took for the war. We've been going on. I've been called every name under the sun because I be cutting them up with the scriptures. So the war started. They ain't said nothing. The other day, they finally said something about it. I just put the Kermit frog sipping tea. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I've been telling y'all this for years. Now y'all want to pay attention. Some people sleep. Go ahead, press play on the video.
Next week, I am asking that all church members bring a copy of your tax return so that I can review them. I'm going to put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday mornings. It's tight, but it's right.
So, while all this stuff going on the other side of the earth, your pastor is still trying to get your money. Give me that in Isaiah, please. Isaiah 56. That's what's going on in the black church. That is what's going on in the black church. Wars and rumors of wars, and he worried about getting your tax return so he can get, he like, nigga, I need my money.
Damn. Hey.
My underground bunker ain't built yet.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Read that.
The book of Isaiah chapter 56 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
His watchmen are blind.
His what?
His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are blind. Why? All this stuff that's going on, and the only thing on your mind is people bringing in their W-2 so you can make sure they get enough money.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's your main message that you got for the people. Read.
They are all ignorant.
They are what?
They are all ignorant.
Read.
They are all dumb dogs.
Uh-huh.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
And all of these pastors asleep. And I know we say we draining the church, but y'all believe it or not, the churches are still packed. A lot of people still going to these churches. Now, we don't have a large impact because I know, how many of y'all come out to Christian church? Okay, all praises. So guess what? A lot of us is leaving the church, but at the same time, a lot of people are still in there, and they still giving their money, and they still being put to sleep. Go ahead, Kat.
Hey, key point on there where it says lying down and loving to slumber. They love it. So even though we drill the truth and we warn the people of the coming disaster, remember, it's letting you know these demons, they love it. And then guess what? Those that gravitate to that and stay in those churches, not taking heed to the warning, you love to sleep as well. And you don't want to get, when that fire drops, you're going to pass away right along with it.
100%. 100%. Read.
Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
That's the key part. That gentleman looked like he upper in age. He probably been in the church 20, 30 years. How much money you need? How much? I was just, meditating. I'm getting a little older now, and I'm like, okay, I got these children. Once the children leave, because I'm trying to get a house now. I'm like, okay, let's say I do get the house that I want. Once the children leave, what I need this big house for? I only need the house because I got 6 kids. Once the kids done, I get a 2-bedroom, I'm straight.
Bring it out.
Me and my wife got a room and I got an office. I'm straight. These pastors, 60, 70 years old, kids ain't in the house. What do you have an 18-bedroom mansion for?
What the hell is this?
Have y'all ever thought about that? It don't make sense. You got the Potter's house. You got all these different things. Why? And they ain't entertaining nobody because they don't want nobody around them. I don't wear the same clothes as you remember the debate that the pastor had? Oh, I see y'all got on the same thing. I don't want to wear what my members wear.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Meanwhile, they telling you Christians, you got to go to God for a blessing. Right. They go to you for their blessing. They blessing come every Sunday.
Right.
Yours come whenever. Tax return. Once in the tax return you get it, it's gone. Because bills eat it up. When his blessing come from you, you got to get yours from God.
Damn.
The hell is this?
Damn. Crazy.
Hey.
So, play the other one about the pastor. Skip number 2 and go to number 3, I think it is. So that's what, That one, that one.
Let me just see by show of hands what God is asking you for. You've never given an offering that big before. Let me see. If you believe in God for your business to make $1 million, it could be a $10,000 seed. If you believe in God, it could be a $20,000 seed. I'm just going to tell y'all, it's already in writing. I'm believing God for 7 people to give a $20,000 seed. I know they're going to have this on the internet, but I don't care. Somebody going to hear it and they're going to give the 20,000. I'm believing God.
Hold up. Remember we just read. It says, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs. They love it. They practice this right here. They rehearse it, and they know somebody gonna go ahead and bite. Yep. 7 people giving what? 20 grand. What that is right there?
That's 100.
That's 100K already, right?
I got black math. I don't know how much that is.
140. 140. So
140.
So his the car he want must cost 140,000.
Hey, ain't that the Negro that just went to like the Omegas? He just
that looked like him. That looked like him. That probably is him.
Oh man, amazing.
Damn.
Roll it back and play it all the way through again.
God for 7 people to give a $20,000 seed. I know they're going to have this on the internet, but I don't care. Somebody going to hear it and they're going to give the 20,000. I'm believing God for so many of you. I don't know the number right offhand.
Now this is the key part. What are y'all hearing in the background? The church is applying the behavior. Give me that Ezekiel. Is that Ezekiel, Jeremiah? They love to have it so. I think it's Jeremiah 7. Jeremiah 5:31. The people are applauding. He getting amens. He getting claps. Nobody's saying boo this man. They agreeing. Boy, our people are asleep. Another level of sleep. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 31. The prophets prophesy falsely.
If you think the Bible's outdated, turn on the TV or your cell phone. We showing you right now. The prophets prophesy falsely. Read.
And the priests bear rule by their means. And my people.
And what?
My people.
Not the white folks. You remember what the white man said? The white man said black people need to leave the church and join a good white church. That's what the white man said. He said 98% of what black people teach is heretical. Why? Because of pastors like this. He ain't talking about the Israelites. He ain't saying a damn thing about us. He's talking about the black church. Read.
Love to have it so.
Read that part so they can get it all in context.
And my people love to have it so.
The black church loves it. They applaud it. They throw money in the bucket. They do all that. They love it. And they think they're protected by God. God hates those things. God hates those things.
Hey, Cap.
Yep.
I can add one to it?
Please.
Hey, go to Micah chapter 3 and read verse 5. Micah chapter 3 and verse 5 concerning these pastors.
The book of Micah chapter 3 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err.
We don't get correction from the Christian church. Go ahead.
That bite with their teeth and cry peace.
You see, so it says, and bite with their teeth and cry peace. That was going into what Cap was bringing out. How we're not getting the events that are occurring in the earth today. This war, we're not getting that from the Christian church. Because why? All they teach is peace. God loves everybody. God's going to open up the gates of heaven and a blessing's going to pour out. That's what they teaching in the Christian church. Go ahead.
And he that putteth not into their mouths. They even prepare war against him.
So it says if you don't put nothing, if you don't feed them, you don't give them bring your tax return. God says they put war against you. So instead of them teaching you what's going on about the war that's happening in the world, they're preparing to go to war with you. Bring your taxes. Lock them doors.
Lock the doors.
So that's what Cap is going into. That's all praises.
Damn. So, as y'all see, this is what's going on in the church. Did we finish the video? Yeah, bring it out.
But I'm believing God for a number of you to give a $10,000 seed, a number of you to give a $5,000 seed. Y'all, some of y'all sitting in here right now with $5,000 purses. They don't never have a sale. If Louis Vuitton had a 24-hour sale, some of y'all would apply for a credit card. I'm telling, put it on the internet. I don't care. Go apply for a credit card. You would apply for a credit card to do anything else? Go get you a credit card so you can obey God.
Pause.
Let me just.
He said, I'll take credit. Hey, y'all ain't know that the Christian church is a credit bureau now. They are BBB, what it is, Better Business Bureau approved. They can approve all credit purchases. Damn. He said, go get a credit card so you can, what did he say? Obey God's commandments.
The hell is this?
Damn. That's what's going on, y'all. Go ahead, Cap.
You would think, let's go ahead and put our money together to build a community. There you go. They always talk about when that season come, we had Black Wall Street. They quick to drop that, right? But as soon as that season passed, bring the money into the church. Wow. But to do what? You're not building nothing for the community. You're not doing nothing. You would think, all right, we're going to get 20,000 from 7 people and try to use that to build a YMCA or something for the folks in the community. They're not doing none of that. They're heaping that straight to themselves, filling their own bellies.
Hey, Matthew 24 says famine is coming, right? Pestilence is coming. Wars and rumors of wars is coming. You mean to tell me, tell him to go get a credit card to pay him versus, hey, famine is coming. Make sure you go get some food for your family. Put some rice and beans away. I bet you he ain't told them to put nothing away. So when famine hits, they going to be running around like a damn chicken with their head cut off, knocking on the door, say, Pastor, can you help me? And he gonna close the damn shades on him.
Hey,
he gonna close the shades.
You mind if I land back real quick?
Yeah.
Go to Sirach chapter 40 and just read verse 28. Because one thing about these modern pastors, check. One thing about these modern pastors, they not really for the people, because there was an experiment done. Because with the money that they're getting, they're not even helping people. So you asking for $20,000, like Cap's point was saying, is you're not going to be doing anything to help aid your people. But this is the type of lifestyle that they live today. Sirach chapter 40 and verse 28.
The book of Sirach chapter 40 and verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life.
God says stop begging, because that's what modern pastors are doing. They are literally begging their way into a better life. Read.
For better it is to die. For better it is to die than to beg.
Come on.
The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
God says you might as well just drop dead, because this is exactly the example that these Christian pastors, how they are living their lifestyle. They are begging on the black man, and we like to have it so.
Hey, verse 30 is what this pastor was doing. Read.
Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless.
That pastor is shameless. That he can say, hey, y'all got 20 grand. Give it to me. Put me on the internet. It's sweet. That's why, man? Yeah, that's what it goes into. Put me on. I don't care what nobody says. It's sweet to him because he's shameless.
Damn. Hey.
The hell is this?
Hey, and he know he dealing with a simple people. He like, get me as much exposure as possible. Some dummy out there is gonna say, hey, that man's a man of God. What? How do I send that money to him?
You stupid.
That's just like you got you had the blankets. How many of y'all you stay up late? You see the blankets at night? Nobody know about that? Who got one?
He got one at the crib. Look, he got it. Yeah.
You still got the blanket, bro?
Gotcha.
Got
the
blankets,
the water.
Got the handkerchiefs, got the water. None of the sisters raising their hand. They act like they don't know. They act like they don't know what I'm talking about. They looking the other way. He ain't talking about me.
Yeah.
Nah, he talking about you. Because guess what? Whether you believe it or not, the men ain't buying that stuff. Ain't that right?
Right.
Men ain't buying that stuff. Sisters be getting fooled by that. They gonna act all righteous.
Holy water. Yeah. Hold on.
Men always see through that stuff. That's why the men ain't in the Christian church no more. We done with that. Y'all done with that, right? All right. Lord's will. Watch, we're gonna get a report from Miami next week.
Hey, it's Passover time. The tree
the tree gonna shake. Some of y'all gonna be back in the Christian church. It's all right. We'll be there to blitz your church. This will be all right. Hey, I'm just telling you what I know.
Damn.
You got something, Cap? Okay, gotcha. All right, so play the second video. Play the second video that was on the video number 2.
Bring it out.
And before you play, remember the reason why we're going over this is showing you what's going on in the world on this side of the earth as opposed to what they're dealing with on that side. You think pastors in Gaza Strip can get away with doing what them pastors just got away with?
Hell no.
You think they give a damn about giving the pastor anything when your house is bombed and destroyed? No. You better have real solutions for the people. Go ahead.
No, too well. The queer community, as well as intersecting communities and adjacent communities, are under extreme attack in this country.
Read the thing. The caption.
That's got to be a fella, ain't it?
Read it.
Nice.
Mayor Zoran Mamdani announces Taylor Brown to lead New York City office of LGBTQ affairs, making her the first out trans woman to lead a New York City office.
Somebody tell me what that means.
Wow.
Huh? That's a man. That's a boy. I am a boy, Damon.
Hey, you know what? You know that's what Iran is fighting against. They say we finna bring freedom to Iran, right? They want the liberal Iranians to take over their country. What is Esau's freedom? That stuff right there. Epstein regime. Yeah.
So, go ahead. Let the thing finish.
From all angles, it seems, from the highest levels of government to society in general, and to even sometimes people that we consider friendly fire, unfortunately. And so now more than ever in this moment, it is so critical, I think, to have trans leadership because we all know.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So, this
Boy,
is
no way,
in
boy.
New York City, y'all. This is America's flagship city besides D.C. This is the first, what they used to call it. I forgot what they used to call it. The melting pot. It was well, America in general is the melting pot. I'm trying to think what they call New York, but the Big Apple. But I don't even know what to say. Anyway, go to Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Go to Wisdom of Solomon. This is what's going on in America. You got transsexuals being leaders in political offices. You got pastors begging. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, there's a whole war going on that black people don't know nothing about. Wisdom of Solomon 14, start at 22.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them.
This was not enough for them. Read.
That they erred in the knowledge of God.
That's our people. We have erred in the knowledge of God. Read.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
They what?
Lived in the great war of ignorance.
We are living in the great war of ignorance. Black pastors, sports, entertainment, politics. All these different things is to keep us asleep and away from the things that actually matter. Read.
Those so great plagues called they peace.
They call this peace. This is peace to America. This is peace to the Americans.
Damn.
Go ahead, Cap. So, go ahead.
Hey, pull that those other two videos that goes with what Cap was just talking about, right? I just put them in the Sabbath class group.
Bring it out.
Because while the earth, other people is fighting for their damn yeah, you can play that one. Watch this, y'all.
Yes. I'm a lesbian.
They, she. They, he, non-binary, trans mask.
Bisexual. I'm just trans.
I'm a gay male pup.
Yeah.
Gay male pup?
Transgender, he, him.
I'm cis, she, her.
Straight. I have a little sister that is, she's gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably non-binary, yeah, would be the best.
What about you? Bye.
A lesbian. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I like frogs, not people. I'm sorry? I like frogs, not people.
I like frogs, not people.
Hey, boy.
Bruh.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That is the freedom that they trying to give to the world. Your damn brain starting to leak out of your ears talking about something I like frogs, not people.
Look at ass.
I'm trans, max, this, and buy this, that, and the other. Play that one. Oh,
and you know
sorry.
when they say they into frogs, what that mean?
Amazing.
Okay,
I don't
so that's
know.
that zoology.
I don't know what
That's
that means.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
what that means,
That's the
Cap.
Levi thing? What that is?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means that they like frogs.
Yeah.
They like frogs. Hey,
What
wait
they
a
do?
minute.
What they do with the frog?
He's trying to clean it up.
What they do with the frog, Cat? Play that one. Watch this.
Hi.
Can you tell me about your dog?
This is Honey. He is a gay, gender fluid, golden retriever Afghan hound mix.
What? You just gonna put that on the dog? The dog said, "Man, listen, I'm straight. I know what I like." She said the dog is gay, gender fluid, non-binary, Afghan hound. Afghan hound. The dog's like, shit. Hey.
Hey, does a dog know that?
That is Esau's democracy.
And then they wondering why the troops don't want to go to war. Who want to fight for that? Y'all want to fight for that? Hell no. Hell no.
The hell is this?
That's why people falling out left and right. They like, hey, I ain't fight. I ain't signed up for this. I ain't signed up for this. But we're gonna touch that too. All right. Go to video number 4.
Bring it out.
Yo, black folks, we gotta stop this. Y'all are ready to crash out behind this video that I made. Y'all think I don't know who this person is?
Pause. So he made a video with a white woman in a fraternity jacket. Y'all know some of y'all sorority and fraternities. Y'all know y'all fight over them colors. Y'all will fight over the.
Bring it out.
Y'all will fight somebody and make their hand in a certain gesture, boy. Y'all will go crazy. Hey, bro, don't do that. You know we don't play that, bro. I ain't with that no more, but hey, don't do that, brother.
The hell is this?
Like, nigga, what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Exactly. But anyway, so he made the video. He was in a fraternity, and he just give you a good perspective as somebody from the world that's a grown man. Go ahead.
Y'all gotta stop being so easily fooled, man. Like, for real, like, you didn't even know who this was. You need to do your damn research. No, I'm gonna give you some research, and I'm gonna give you some history real quick about sororities and fraternities. Hey, nobody care about y'all. Okay? Once you get out of college, you'll see that real life doesn't revolve around colors, signs, and strutting and strolling. Let's be real. Some of the same people that you was behind learning them struts, learning them steps with, you can't borrow $12 from them right now. Let's be real. And I'm the only person that's gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. Black folks, we love too hard. We love past the expiration date. If you out of college now, you not a noob no more, sir. Sir, you are a grown man with a mortgage. You are a husband. Ma'am, you are a wife. I can't stand hearing somebody talking about, and they be 35, 40 years old, my soror. Now that's my friend. Sir, you are 75 years old. Your life does not revolve around your fraternity, because your fraternity goddamn show ain't revolving around you. You don't pay them dues every month. You don't do that community service or whatever it is we got to do now. You don't do none of that. The frat will not repay you for what you gave the frat. Let's just be real. Now, a whole lot of y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say. You're not gonna like this. But guess what? Nobody is saying it. Fraternities and sororities as of today is not real. It had never been real. You can't go get no job because you a Delta. Sir, you can't go get no job because you a Kappa. I'm sorry. Nobody has ever gotten a job. Nobody has ever gotten a position because of their sorority or their fraternity. What you got that job from is from hard work, dedication, putting yourself in a position to win. Yeah, Kappa might have taught you how to struggle and to fight and to uplift your brother and, all the other things. Badass rock can't be stopped, can't be dropped, keeping this shit on live. Kappa outside span on January 5th, 1911, the campus of Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana. It was incorporated April 15, 1915. The original name of Kappa outside, Kappa Avenue. Kappa outside was classified as a social fraternity. That's why it was founded. It was a social fraternity.
So
just something to do.
I just wanted to show you. See, he was in it, and he telling you the truth. He telling you the truth. that this stuff is pointless. But one thing that he said was heavy. He said, black people love beyond the expiration date. That was fire. Damn. Go to Jeremiah 4:22. That's a fire quote he dropped.
Bring it out.
Because everything should come with an expiration date at some point. We got to move on. You got
That's
to grow
right.
up. Right. When I was a child, what? I thought what? As a child. When I became a man, I put the childish things away. Black people ain't did that. Black people have not done that. Men, 40, 30. I got a friend. I got a friend. Like I told you, I got fired, so I had to get a new job. So, friend in the world, he gave me an opportunity. And he said, you know what? He said, bruh, I tell all my friends, but we always talking about men ain't shh. He'd be like, I always say, well, I got one friend. Now he different. And guess what? Every last one of us in here, we are that person in the circle that we know in the world. We the only people that's different. We the only people that don't cheat on our wives. Think about it. 99% of men in the world are adulterous. 99% of women don't reverence their husband.
Bring it out.
We different. We the only people on the earth that have any morals.
That's right.
Any morals. We are held to a different code of conduct than everybody else. If we ever read the Bible, they would know that what it says that this is your wisdom in the sight of the nations. But guess what Christianity told us? Don't do that. Don't keep them commandments.
Wow.
And then we wondering why we at the bottom. We threw out the ingredients. I want y'all to think for a second. Imagine this. You become a world-class athlete because of your training, right? You train 3 days a week. You eat right. You get your $100 million contract. And then everybody tell you, hey, don't do that no more. Would you listen to that? Hell no. Meanwhile, we got the promised land. We got dominion. We defeated all the nations. And why? Because we kept the commandments, right? Now, we at the bottom. We trying to get back there and what they say. Don't do that. Did that make any sense? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. But somehow, magically, it's supposed to happen. You got the verse?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For my people is foolish.
My people is foolish. Foolish. Who got a precept for foolish? Let's see. Who got a precept for foolish or fools? All right. Huh? Let me see. I don't remember that one off the top. Maybe you got a new precept. Let's see. We'll try it out, though. We'll try it out.
Come on.
24:9. Let's see. All right, we can use that one. That's a good we can put it in the arsenal. But that ain't direct precept. Read it.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
The thought of foolishness is sin.
The thought of foolishness is sin. Read.
And the scorner is an abomination to men.
Okay, I like that one. Who got another one? All right. What's your name?
Shalom leadership. Soldiers Wannathon.
Where you from?
IUIC Raleigh.
Oh, you from Raleigh?
Yes, sir.
You Northern Kingdom?
No, sir. Judah.
What the hell you doing here? I'm messing with you.
Hablo español.
Okay, sí, señor. What you got? What's the precept?
So I got 1 Samuel chapter 13 and verse 13.
There you go. Let's get it.
1 Samuel chapter 13 and verse 13. And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly.
Thou hast what?
Done foolishly.
Thou hast done foolishly. Read.
Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord
Thou
thy
hast
God.
not kept the commandment. So when it says my people is foolish, what is it saying? My people is sinners. We sinners. We don't keep the commandments. That's the Israelites. If you want to find who the Israelites is, find sin. If you want to find the Israelites, find sin, and that's where you will find us. Go back to Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Come on. For my people is foolish.
Uh-huh.
They have not known me.
They have what?
Not known me.
Read.
They are sottish children.
They are Scottish children. Read.
and they have none understanding.
They don't have no understanding. That is why we go into these different fraternities, sororities. That's why we playing sports. That's why we whoremongers. That's why we in the entertainment system. That's why we in the political system. That's why we in all these different things. We go everywhere besides what God tells us to go. Everywhere under the sun. Read.
They are wise to do evil.
They are what?
Wise to do evil.
We wise to do evil. Read.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
But we don't have no understanding to do good. That ain't in our agenda to do good. Until we get tapped in with these commandments. Once we get into these commandments, we good. That's where the great ideas start flowing. That's where the community cleanup start coming up. That's
right.
where the Saving Sarah's Daughter start coming up. The youth violence, the Booster Club, all these different ideas will come when we tapped into the Most High. Outside of that, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. All we gonna create is evil over and over and over again. And just remix it. That's like recently. Kevin Yadin called me with this, trying to talk about the y'all seen the new beef? What's the latest rap beef going on, y'all? 50 Cent T.I., right? I said, Cap, I can't listen to two millionaires talking about rap beef. Both of these guys are millionaires and they talking about killing each other or whatever it is. I just know it's a game. If I'm paid and you paid, what are we arguing about? Did I make any sense? Do y'all see Bill Gates and Elon Musk dropping databases against each other?
Hell no.
They dropping app battles? Yeah, but I'm gonna drop this app on that nigga.
Even when Trump and what was the one for Tesla?
Elon. Yeah.
Even
They
when was going through this,
disagreed and it was
that
over.
Was it.
It was
you don't hear
over.
nothing about it anymore.
Nope.
They went back to making money and destroying the earth.
But black people, nope. They got to make it a spectacle. So in 2 years, back to back, y'all seen what has captured the eye and attention of black people. We love strife. We love envy. We love that stuff. God damn. Who's some other washed up rappers they gonna have? So next year it's gonna be Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg gonna be beefing. And that's the other thing too. That lets you know these rappers today don't have no influence. No influence at all like they used to. They got to keep bringing out the old guys.
Even comedians know they transition to activists like Dick Gregory. They know the wisdom is coming upon them. Like, you know what? We don't got time with this foolishness. I'll tell a couple of jokes, but still, I got some wisdom. I'm gonna show you. Nowadays, they let you know these rappers or whatever movie stars. They don't have no wisdom. They'll have no wisdom to lean upon. The only ones showing wisdom is the Israelites.
Right. They cap that's heavy because, like you're saying about comedians, they do that so they can make money, but they smart. You have to be very smart to be a comedian. I say it all the time. I wanted to be a comedian growing up, so I'm always big up the comedians, you know what I'm saying? You got to be smart, though. You got to understand a lot of different dynamics. You got to understand how you think, how the message is going to come across, the timing. These guys are geniuses, whether you believe it or not. They are very, very smart. So when they saying stuff, they understand it. That's why I ain't going to say the name, but there's comedians that's spoken with leadership. They know exactly who we are. They know what we stand for. Because to do those, to be able to speak and make people laugh, you got to understand the psychology of it. So they're very, very smart guys.
That's
Did we go to video 5 yet? IT? Oh, go ahead.
I got a video real quick on what you just talked about with the sororities and fraternities. Play that video. Y'all listen to this. We ain't gonna play the whole thing, but y'all listen to this.
There, and I took advantage of 17, 18, and 19-year-old girls. So I'm not a victim. I brought over 4 lines and I abused 4 lines full of girls. I manipulated them. I sat there and looked these girls' moms in their face and told them that I was taking care of their kids, and I was sitting there abusing their children. All these people, oh my gosh, Epstein, and we should expose. No, we're about to expose you. They set up the altar and they put it at the front of a church and they desecrate the altar.
Whoa.
You would have to repeat the founders over and over and over again, necromancy. If you tell, you going to jail and you getting kicked out of school. Y'all should have walked away. We're implicated. If you got hurt that night, they would drop you off at the hospital, and they would all come together and come with a corroborative story. You had Deltas that worked at the police station, everything. We did that to 2 girls. We went under investigation, and we all got in a room and lied and corroborated our story that we didn't know them. They had a thing called digging for worms that we would do outside blindfolded, where we would dig and dig and dig until our nails bled. Where if you was the girl that had the nicest hair on the line, they would put all types of concoctions and they would ruin your hair.
No.
Yes, they would. We ate dog food. The reason that they can get away with it is because of Hell Night. People are not telling the truth. It would be grace from God if I went to jail. Did we hurt people? What? We brutally hurt people.
No.
Oaths, rituals, necromancy. We was doing spells almost every night. So your memory is gone. Ask people in the comments. Majority of them cannot even remember half of the stuff that they did. It's 9 candles that you light in the Sigma, and they have 9 words, and each day we do a ritual to those words, and all 9 of those words are a blasphemous take on the 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit. It's a dark room. It has a red candle and a white candle because the deity attached to Delta is Minerva. Minerva is the goddess of wisdom, and we would light that candle to usher the spirit of the wisdom into the atmosphere. We need a female deity. Jesus ain't it. And they would take your hand, and you would be hand in hand and say, I light the torch of wisdom. I invite in myself a new life force, which is Delta Sigma Theta. You walk away singing this little light of mine. We had God.
Hey, if y'all damn skin and get chills on it, many of y'all sisters went to college and said, I can't wait to be a Delta. I can't wait to be a AKA. I can't wait to be a Sigma, a Omega, a Kappa, a Iota, a Alpha, whatever it is. All of that evil, all of that foolishness, you prayed to a damn Greek god or a Greek goddess. Now you read about that in Maccabees. We gave up everything coming out of damn slavery because most of that stuff is 1911, 1906, 1914. We damn near just got out of damn slavery. And we going to the white man and say, get on my knees and we going to create a sorority because they didn't let us in theirs. Damn. That's what Cap is going over. While other stuff is going over, we worried about how we going to get. And you know, when you talk about something, you want to be that. They tell you, okay, you got to literally follow them around like some damn dogs, doing everything that they do. And then when they tell you, yeah, you can be a part of their organization, they tell you a huge number, like the damn Christian church. They say, oh, yeah, all right, it's going to be $10,000. You got to have it in 24 hours.
The hell is
Every single sorority or fraternity member, if you trying to join that, they give you some big number and they say have it in 24 hours. I don't care if you pay card, check, or money order. And all them people that's wearing them numbers, they had the money ready, or they got the money they got it some kind of way, and they gave their soul to the damn devil. That's Christianity.
There you go. I'm glad you said that. Another organization that has all of our people wholesale, all right? They got them spiritually captive, right? So to the point where you hear about fraternities left and right. And I'm glad that you brought this video out because we always get on the men fraternities. We never touch on bases on the sisters. And I let you know our sisters too, when they come up out of here, not only you up under Esau's university, okay, now you got a demonic spirit attached to you, especially if you go through this sorority. So now you a 2-time demon. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that video out. That's very important because we always be harping on the brothers going through the fraternities, but sisters as well.
Why you gotta talk about the sisters?
Gotta talk about the sisters.
Why you gotta talk about the sisters?
We got to. That's
Why
our
y'all
job.
talking about me?
Okay. Oh yeah, you still on the frogs, huh?
Video number 5. What was it? Is that the one we already showed with Netanyahu? Okay, we didn't show it.
Bring it out.
We did show that one. All right, so y'all see what's going on this side of the earth, right? So now we're going to bring it up to what's really going on. All right, click on that one first.
Bring it out.
America and Iran, okay? So America will have 3 major advantages in this war, okay? These 3 advantages are of course, technology.
Pause. So it talks about American technology. Who can tell me, does the Bible speak about American technology?
Bring it out.
Shalom, Camp. Most
Shalom.
Praise West. It's Isaiah 47 where it goes into the sorceries.
Okay, we can go to that. Let's get that one first, and then give me that in Daniel. But I like that one, Isaiah too. What's your name? Where you from, bro?
Officer Ira from Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay, Raleigh, the only school that came, huh? Dang. It's a car. He deboed everybody. Y'all coming down here, bro. Ride or die, nigga.
Bring it out.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Right. America has labored in the technology field since its youth. Now, we know 99% of these inventions are created by black people. But America gets the credit for them. The light bulb, the internet, cell phone, TV, cars, planes. Y'all got to think. The modern world was shaped right here in America. Every staple in America, well, in the world society, was invented on this side of the earth. Think about that. This is a big world. And they call this what? The New World. So you got Europe, you got all those places over there. They couldn't create nothing? Africa? No. Why did everything happen over here, y'all? Huh? The Israelites are here. Whatever kingdom got the Israelites, that's the kingdom that's going to be ruling. That's the kingdom that's going to rule. Why? Because the Lord works with us. When the Israelites were enslaved by Egypt, who had the greatest kingdom? When the Israelites were taken by Assyria, who was the ruling kingdom? When Babylon had us, who was the ruling kingdom? When Persia Mede had us, who was the ruling kingdom? The proof is, I can go on and on. Where them kingdoms at today? So now we in America predominantly. Who ruling the earth? America. Wherever we at, that's where the spirit at. Go ahead, Issachar.
Hey, can I get Jeremiah 10:16 just to back you up, Cap?
I thought you finna say something about no other kingdom. Don't worry, bro. We love y'all too, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, waters of Judah. Dial it loose. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 16.
Come on.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Not like the other nations, read.
For he is the former of all things.
So everything you could see on this earth, right, was made from Adam. But at the same time, we are the children of Adam. So we have the same understanding. That's why Bishop Yalsop always loves to bring out that in Sirach, where we have the same wisdom, those different, the eyes, the ears, the senses that he gave us to think of something and then make it happen. That's why we're the best entrepreneurs. We're the best at everything. Even though they didn't let us read, we created everything that you see. All right. That's just a precept to back it up.
All praises. What was we at? Oh yeah, finish the verse.
Verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Right, from thy youth, from the inception of America. From the inception of America, it's been in sorcery. That's why DC was built the way it's built. When you look at it, it's built with all those different signs. And guess who built it? Did a white man build and lay out DC? No. A man named Thomas Banneker. He's a black man. He is a Mason. Benjamin Banneker. He built it. The slaves came over and built it. That's all that stuff was with us. We took all that energy and knowledge that the Lord gave us and black magic. Go ahead.
You still got slave houses from the damn
Right.
16, 17, 1800s still standing today.
Wow.
You might have to change the floor because wood and stuff like that, but the actual structure of the building, you put modern technology up against it, it's still standing straight up like the plumb line. Straight up. How? If we couldn't read or write, if we was unga boonga, how we got buildings still today that the white man didn't put no hand to build. He said, I need me a house. I ain't gonna tell you how to build it, but it better be right. And it's still standing right now.
Yep.
And you go to Europe, see all those castles and stuff during our time. All upon, bro, that was hundreds of years before slavery here. And it's still up there. I was in Romania. You drive down the highway, not the highway, in the countryside in Transylvania, you see castles, castles all up on top of hills. Them things was from the 1200s. It was a church called Black Church. The Black Church was built during the time of when we was ruling. It was built in the 1100s.
Still up.
And it's still today. You can go pay your money to walk in there and look at it. It's from the 1100s.
God damn. Yep. Read that verse all the way through.
Verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Right. And they took all their technologies and built it and built this nation. That's where it's at. That's how it is today. Give me that, Daniel. By the eyes of a man.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Daniel 7 and 8.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
A little horn. Read.
Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
So the little horn is America. The little horn is America. Read.
And behold, in this horn were eyes.
Were eyes.
Like the eyes of man.
Like the eyes of man. That's speaking about the technology. This nation moves at a different level. Because a man is going to create tools for what he needs. That's what America was able to do. I need to transport, I'm going to create a car. I need to go far, I'm going to create a plane. I need to communicate, I'm going to create a computer. I need to transfer information far places, fiber. Those of y'all that deal with fiber, they say the fiber lines was built like hundreds of years ago or something like that. Yeah. Telegrams, all that stuff, when they sending messages, they said they laid that along the lines of the ocean a long time ago. That right? Yeah, see my brother back there with the fiber. He like, yup. That's right. Message. Esau been doing this thing a long time. They communicate like a man, the eyes of a man. Men must communicate. They don't build empires that are not interdependent of other people. All right, read. That's women that like to stand by themselves. I don't do other women. I chill by myself. What?
Bro, what are you talking about?
Crazy. Read.
And a mouth speaking great things.
And what?
A mouth speaking great things.
All you gotta just put up a picture of Donald Trump. That's all you gotta see. If you don't know, just watch some Donald Trump interviews, which we're gonna show y'all today. Yep, that's him. A great mouth speaking great things. That's him.
I've done the greatest thing ever.
The hell is this?
You know,
Nobody's
I tried
ever
to get
done-
credit for the 275, but they wouldn't give it to me. You know, I've been a president for 8 years, but you know, it is.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's old Donald. So, what was we at? Go back to the video. He spoke about their technology.
Bring it out.
Yeah, we still at 5. Yep.
Okay? So America will have 3 major advantages in this war. Okay? These 3 advantages are of course, technology.
Pause. So everybody good on technology, right? We didn't even talk about technology today. Y'all know AI. What was AI started at? Right here. Y'all ever heard of Silicon Valley? All of that stuff is here. Now, China sometimes trying to make some stuff, but for the most part, they copy whatever we give them and they do it for cheaper. But it starts here. Social media, all that different TVs, all starts here, and then we send it to China and they manufacture and send it back to us. That's how that relationship works. Go ahead.
Propaganda.
What? Pause. Propaganda. Click on video number. Let me see.
Bring it out.
Click on video number. I want to deal with propaganda. Number 13. Video number 13.
This isn't just a war of missiles, it's also a war of narratives.
לפני שעה קלה יצאו ישראל וארצות הברית למערכה משותפת. מבצע שאגת הארי. זאת ההזדמנות שלכם. להקים איראן חדשה וחופשית, קחו את גורלכם בידיכם. הרימו ראש, שאו מבט אל השמיים, כוחותינו שם, טייסי העולם החופשי, כולם באים לעזרתכם. Help has arrived.
On February 28th, without provocation, the United States and Israel launched airstrikes on Iran. Almost immediately, a parallel public relations battle began over how the war would be framed. Israel even chose a symbolic name for its so-called operation. Roaring lion not only evokes biblical imagery, but also references the lion and sun, an ancient Persian symbol used on Iran's pre-revolution flag. Israel has often used the symbol to entice Iranians protesting against their government, promising that a better future awaits. As Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu beat the drums of war, he positioned Israel as standing with the Iranian people. But on the very first day of the onslaught, a strike on a girls' school in Minab killed between 160 to 180 people, mostly students, in what became one of the first controversial incidents of the war.
The only ones that need to be worried right now are Iranians that think they're going to live.
In the hours after the Minab school strike, Iran accused the US and Israel of targeting civilians in the attack, a war crime. Washington and Tel Aviv denied responsibility, suggesting the damage may have been caused by an Iranian interceptor missile. But Putin's release.
Now, what they call it when what is called Jedi mind trick? Now, do it make any sense for Iran to bomb its own school? Do any of y'all believe that?
Hell no.
You ain't gotta be a patriot. You ain't gotta be a hater of America. You ain't gotta be an Israelite. It's just common sense. What advantage do they get to bomb their own school?
The hell is this?
The only people that would do that is America.
That's what he said. The only people that have something to fear is Iranians, not the military. He's talking about everybody can get it.
All right. Damn. Press play.
Later by Mehr News Agency showed what really happened. After a thorough investigation by Bellingcat fact-checkers, it was confirmed that the missile that killed the students and destroyed the school was a Tomahawk. The US is the only force involved in the conflict that uses Tomahawk missiles. The strike quickly became part of a wider battle over credibility and blame. Similar disputes have since emerged elsewhere. A missile was shot down over Turkish territory, and there was a contested incident involving a drone strike on Azerbaijan's Nakhchivan region. Iran denies responsibility, but the US and Israel blame Tehran. Meanwhile, Israeli officials have been emphasizing the effectiveness of the Iron Dome interception system and portray Iranian missile technology as limited. But Iranian strikes have hit targets in Tel Aviv and have struck US bases across the Middle East.
Pause. So what this letting you know, the war is not just physical. Y'all understand that, right? It's mental. They want to give a certain perception. Whether you want to believe it or not, Tel Aviv been getting tore up with the missiles. They won't show you. Ain't no way you got 100 missiles coming and it ain't hitting something. It's hitting something. They ain't showing like Gaza, they would show you what they're doing in Gaza, but they won't show you what Tel Aviv look like right now. It's destroyed.
So remember, it was their capital. They deemed it their capital. And then they don't want to show that, so that way. And remember, they issued a blackout.
Yep.
Anybody caught showing images of Tel Aviv's destruction, 5 years off top, you going to jail.
Yep. Damn. I guarantee whenever they do show images, y'all ever been to a theme park before? If you go to a theme park, they got these false walls. It just look one way, but when you go behind it, look completely different. They're going to have false walls all over the place. It's going to look pretty. You're like, dang, nothing happened. You're going to move them walls down. You're like, whoa, what the hell is this? Go ahead, press play.
In Washington, the war codenamed Operation Epic Fury is being framed as a decisive campaign. After the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei, US officials suggested the strike had effectively decapitated Iran's leadership. President Donald Trump even said Washington should have a role in determining Iran's next leader. But Iran responded quickly, naming Mujtaba Khamenei, the slain leader's son, as successor. Tehran also pushed back against U.S. claims its military capabilities had been destroyed.
They have no navy, it's been knocked out. They have no air force, it's been knocked out. They have no air detection, that's been knocked out. Their radar has been knocked out. And just about everything's been knocked out.
Iranian officials say its military is still using older generation missiles while holding the more advanced systems in reserve.
موشک‌هایی که تا کنون ما استفاده کردیم عمدتاً مربوط به نسل‌های اول و دوم هست. عمدتاً تولید سالهای 91 و 2 و 3 هست و در 10 سال اخیر آنچه که تولید شده ما اصلا استفاده نکردیم.
The narrative war is not limited to governments. It is also being waged directly against civilians. Early in the conflict, a popular Iranian religious calendar app was reportedly hacked by Israel and began sending messages to users, such as "Help has arrived" and "The time for revenge has come." Iran responded with its...
Y'all see this? This what's going on. You think in America they ain't gonna be sending messages? Hey, we know you're an Israelite. Turn yourself in. Where the Israelites at? We know Severus is there. What's his address? Where's his favorite restaurant? They gonna know. They gonna be doing the same stuff. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Own psychological campaign, with mass text messages sent to Israeli civilians warning them to leave areas being targeted by Tehran. Iranian officials also warned Israelis in Hebrew that they were being used as human shields.
همشولا شل کبلان حتی سیاسبایی تا گنرالیم و انا شی حد سوا شلاخم و هنهاگا همه دینیت ها پولیتیکاییم به روشی همم شالا کلام رک میشتم شیم بخم کم اگن انوشی.
Iran's top security official, Ali Larijani, has also claimed that U.S. soldiers have been captured and accused Washington of trying to conceal the incident. The information battlefield is now further complicated by a new factor: AI-generated visuals. Analysts describe this as cognitive warfare. The goal is to shape perceptions, weaken the enemy's morale, and convince them that they have been defeated, while simultaneously boosting the morale of each country's respective troops to keep fighting.
Pause. So it's showing you this war is fought on so many different fronts. Give me that in Isaiah real quick, 9 and 6. Oh no, not 9 and 6. I want fuel what it is, 9 and what? 9 and what? 9 and 5. Yeah, 5. Yep, that's it.
Bring it out.
The book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5.
Come on!
For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right. It ain't no hand-to-hand combat no more. It ain't no hand-to-hand combat. You got drones going against fighter jets. They don't even engage in each other. They drop a bomb, then they shoot a bomb. They drop a bomb, they shoot a bomb. That's warfare now. Now America is sending troops over. But for the most part, it's just bombs. It's all Air Force work. Drones and all that other stuff. So the Bible is a true book. The Bible is a true book. Go back to the video.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Captured and accused Washington of trying to conceal the incident. The information battlefield is now further complicated by a new factor: AI-generated visuals. Analysts describe this as cognitive warfare. The goal is to shape perceptions, weaken the enemy's morale, and convince them that they have been defeated, while simultaneously boosting the morale of each country's respective troops to keep fighting.
מטרת המבצע, לשים קץ לאיום ממשטר האייתולות באיראן.
This is not a so-called regime change war.
The temporary goals of Operation Epic Fury to obliterate the Iranian regime will be a very good thing.
In the US, public support for new foreign wars has declined after decades of forever wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Critics say that may explain why the White House initially framed the campaign as a short and decisive operation. But as oil prices surged past $110 a barrel just 10 days into the war and the conflict expanded, concerns about mission creep, the expansion of the operation, began to surface.
This is a short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
President Trump has all the latitude in the world to talk about how long it may or may not take. 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 weeks. It could move up, it could move back.
We projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that. We'll do it, whatever.
Trump came to power promising that US soldiers would not return home in coffins. Yet they have. And Washington is now debating the possibility of a ground offensive.
Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade?
Hey, Esau's pride just malfunctioned just now. He said, no, we are waiting for them. Bernie Mac say, what? He got stuck. He said, what do you mean? Our whiteness is in front of you. That's what Trump said, actually. Trump said it, and I forget who echoed it. He said that Trump was perplexed. Why is Iran not giving up with all the military force? That's before the war started. They had all the ships and everything out there, whatever. Said, why haven't they given up? We don't understand. Trump does not understand why, when faced with all of this firepower, that they don't say, okay, let's make a deal. He was perplexed because his whiteness was showing. And look at that. Elam says, we are waiting for them.
The ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
نیروهای مسلح توانمند ما مقتدر جمهوری اسلامی حداقل برای یک جنگ تمام عیار 6 ماهه پر شدت با همین ریتم فعلی آمادگی کامل دارن.
The 2026 conflict highlights a shift in how modern wars are fought. Missiles and drones shape the battlefield, but narratives shape how the war is remembered. The bombs will eventually stop falling, but the story of this war, who started it, who acted in defense, and who controlled the narrative, will shape the region long after the fighting ends.
So, give me that in Ephesians. Or is that, yeah, Ephesians. Rulers of this world. That it? 6.
Read it out.
Yep.
The book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse.
No, not Ephesians. What is that? What is that?
Yes,
the
sir.
wickedness, high places.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6 and 12.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, cool.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So that's what y'all don't understand. When we tell y'all to share a video, y'all don't understand. This is war.
This is war.
This is literally warfare. Y'all don't understand that, though. Y'all don't get that. The white man get it. He's spending billions and millions of dollars on propaganda so that he can shape how this thing is viewed in the mindset of people. Because with your mind is everything. Your mind is everything. If the people want to do something, they'll do it.
That's right.
Last year we had the land blitz. Everybody was motivated. We raised the money in a day. In a day. Because everybody's mind was into it. Likewise, America has been able to have this facade as the golden city for 400 years, and now it's crumbling down, and they're like, hey, we got to make sure we move right. But they understand exactly, being exposed as the wicked empire that they is. They understand how things are viewed is very, very important. Because if you don't have public opinion in your side, people ain't sticking up with it. I know a lot of y'all went around during Vietnam. Vietnam, you got your Vietnam vet, Pagiel? You look a little older. We got any Vietnam vets in here? Huh? Nope. But if you was around during Nam, you know, the support wasn't there. So they wasn't there too long. Troops got back. They didn't get the honor and respect they wanted. It wasn't good. They said, all right, we can't do that again. That's why before they went into Iraq, what they do before they went to Iraq? What they do? What was the biggest propaganda move known? 9/11. Y'all don't think that the 9/11 happened because it failed, right? No. Y'all watched the largest controlled demolition ever. There's no way a building falls like that.
When you look at when you look at the people, architects,
yep,
they talk about how when you look at the building, normally buildings fall like boom, boom, whatever. But when it goes free, they call it free fall speed. That means the whole bottom layer was taken out, so the top can fall at free fall. Free fall speed is if you drop a rock. That terminal speed, that's how fast the building fell. And they say the only way to do that is with a controlled demolition. There's no way. You think the architects would lose their damn job if a building fall just like that? When you hit something on the top, then everything under it that hadn't been hit just fall.
They had actual buildings got struck by planes and missiles, and none of them failed like that. None of them. Throughout the whole process of this war that's been going on, they showed it over and over. Missiles, planes hit buildings, and none of them crumbled the way it crumbled. Go ahead. Yes,
Hey, Shalom, Cap. You know, back in '93, they had a explosion at the World Trade Center too. It didn't bring it down.
Yep.
So that kind of shows you that it had to be brought down, controlled.
Yep. So we ain't going too far deep into that, you know. Y'all can watch all the 9/11 movies later, you know. But that's what happened. I'm just telling you. As a professional builder, I ain't never built nothing, but everybody become a building specialist. You know what I'm saying, brother? There's no way the buildings can fall like that, you know? The way they built the construction, you know?
The hell is this?
But check it out. Check out the videos. What we had next? Go back to the video? Okay. Propaganda. No, I thought we just ended that one. Yes. Oh, it was another. Oh, go back to the first video. Yeah, the first video. Yeah, we'll go back to the Moab video. That's where we was at. Yep, video 5. Oh, we side class for a little bit.
Bring it out.
Yep.
We'll have 3 major advantages in this war. Okay? These 3 advantages are of course, technology, propaganda, and money, wealth.
All right, money. We ain't gonna go into the money part. I don't went over the petrodollar and all that stuff. But y'all know the world's economy in past was pegged through America, right? After the World War II, everything flowed through America after that. The petrodollar, all of that, and that's why we went into Venezuela. That's why they went into Iraq, and that's why they in Iran right now, because they not trading in American dollars no more. And that's billions of dollars that's leaving the American economy. And they like, you can't do that no more. Yep. Same thing they did to Libya. So, take that video off. Go to video number 6. Well, I'll just get one precept on that about the money. Go to Revelations. Revelation 13. And verse 16.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great.
It's talking about nations. This is talking about nations. Whether you're a small nation or a great nation. Think about Cuba, right? We right down the street from Cuba. Even I don't see no northern kingdom in here. What northern kingdom at? Okay. We got a few, even though we got the largest northern kingdom event in the world tomorrow. And no northern kingdom here. Told y'all, we got a long way to go. We got to get 12,000 from 10 tribes. Sheesh. And we only got 10 brothers here. Damn.
The hell is this?
Got a lot of work to do. Come on, Northern Kingdom. Where y'all at? Oh, they coming tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Soon come, soon come. Y'all taking a word from Benji. Y'all might be Benji. Soon come, run. Be there tomorrow. What time? Yeah. Me don't know.
The hell is this?
So, read it again.
And he causeth all, both small and great.
Nations, whether you're a small nation like Cuba, small nation like Haiti, or a big nation like Iran, big nations. Read.
Rich and poor.
Whether you rich or whether you poor. Read.
Free and bond. To receive a mark in their right hand. Or in their forehead.
The right hand is a handshake, an agreement. The forehead is you agree with American policies. So both of the ways is the way you get down with America. End of the day, you in agreement with their policies and procedures, which is what? The petrodollar, which is the IMF, all those different, the World Bank. You saying you agree with all that stuff. Read.
And that no man might buy or sell.
If you don't get down with it, you're not able to buy or sell. Read.
Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
If you don't agree with America, what happens, y'all? There's a few things that's gonna happen. Let's hear some of them that we've seen in the last couple years. What we got? I heard one person said it. Sanctions. One way is sanctions, right? Who did America sanction this year? Russia. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all don't forget. Everybody don't forget about that war. Russia, China, Ukraine. They put not Ukraine. I think they put it on Russia, but they put tariffs, right? Okay, y'all don't want to get down? We're going to put tariffs on you. Right? What else happens if you don't get down with America? You don't accept the mark of the beast. Let me hear Officer Noah.
Yes, sir. Officer Noah. Raleigh camp.
Where you from?
Raleigh camp, sir.
Dang. What kind of gun Issachar put to y'all head, man? Nah, I'm messing with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They will do a coup and then they will assassinate the leader and then put their own puppet leader in there to take.
There you go. Who they did that to?
I think recently they just did that to Venezuela.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You like, let me see. Yeah, I know we don't bomb 8 different countries in the last 4 months. Like, which country was it? Damn. That's America. Correct. Venezuela. Venezuela was trading with China and Cuba. Yep, the BRICS. And they said, no, y'all got too much oil to be doing all those transactions. I put it like this, y'all. Say all of us got a bank account with a Regions. Y'all know what Regions Bank is? All of us got a bank account with Regions. Y'all think the Regions Bank account is happy about that? Absolutely. Regions going to be happy about that, right? Now, let's say China come in. China say, no, Bank of America say, hey, all y'all can open up y'all bank accounts over here. And all of us leave and put our money in Bank of America. What you think Regions going to do? They going to go take the owner of Bank of America and kidnap him and bring him to America. That's what America did. That's what America did. Oh, y'all want to do business somewhere else? Okay.
You're going to learn today.
We're going to take y'all CEO and everybody going to open back up their bank account. How you going to do business
now without a president?
There you go.
You don't got no president, Mo. Bring the money right back.
That's what America's doing. Same thing they did to Iran. They said, oh, y'all want to, okay, we're going to kill everybody. 47 of their top people.
They killed the Ayatollah, which is the top, and then anybody that had the potential of becoming a leader. 47 deep.
So read that verse again. Y'all think this is just words. Read verse 17 again.
And that no man might buy or sell.
You can't buy or sell with America. Read.
Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast.
So that's why Trump said, I want to be involved in who y'all put in next. Because he understands it's not about the leadership. It's about the politics and the financial implications behind it. That's just like when they plugged in puppet kings in Israel. They wanted somebody that was going to do what they told them to do. That's what we're seeing in live action right now. Go back to the video. What video we had? 6. Okay. No, we done with 6. Go to did I send the video? The long video I want to show the video of Kamani right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. The cartoon. Did I send that to y'all? Okay, hold on. I'm getting it. While I'm getting it, anybody got something wise to say?
Bring it out.
I know some of y'all officers been waiting. Azaniah, what you got? I know you got something you want to say to the people.
Come on. Hey, can I get First Maccabees 8 real quick?
Yep.
Read verse 1 and then jump to 11.
First Maccabees.
Everything that America does, they just copy from their ancestors. Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 1.
Bring it out. Now this is Japhet. But go ahead.
Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans.
This is the Roman Republic, Japhet.
That they were mighty and valiant men.
All right, now jump to 11. Let's see what they did.
It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and
islands. So that's how they get Cuba. That's how they do those islands, Puerto Rico, read.
That at any time resisted them.
Right, read.
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity.
So if they had friends, they had other nations that were their people. They were, all right, we cool with these people, read.
And that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh.
Mm-hmm.
Insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them.
That's why people don't mess with America. But watch 13, here's the point.
Also that, whom they would help to a kingdom.
If you traded with them, you did the right thing, like we just read in Revelations. At the mark of their name and the number of their name, read.
Those reign.
Those reign. So if you want to trade with America, you good. Right, read.
And whom again they would, they displace.
Displace is they take your president, they kill him, and then they put their own president. Read.
Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
So that's a precept showing you that there's nothing new under the sun. All right.
Fire precept, Cap. I mean, fire precept. Fire precept. Do y'all understand that? It tell you they gonna displace the leader when you don't agree with the policies. That is what they've always done, and that lets you know everything rises and falls on leadership. That's why you gotta pray for our leaders every single day.
That's right.
You gotta pray for your leaders, because guess what? We wouldn't be where we at if they wasn't here. Whether you believe it or not, whether you hate them or love them, we would not be here. And the white man understand that, because when he come into a nation, he didn't go into Venezuela and say, hey, let's get that 1-year soldier right there.
Hell no.
That brother that answered all the questions right, he the one. No, brother, you're not the guy. You're not the guy. I know you got all the precepts, and you think you got all the wisdom, and think you can do everything. There's a reason those men on the wall. There's a reason. Because they've been there, done that. Decades of labor. So let that be a lesson to you. You see it time and time again. They don't come after nobody else but the leaders. They killed Martin Luther King. They killed Malcolm X. They killed the leaders. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, everybody hate the leader. Everybody want to take your job. Everybody think they can do it better. But the white man don't come in. He don't come in for nothing. He like, who the top guy? That's what I need. All right, cool. Take him. Bam. Right. Y'all got the video downloaded? All right, press play. This is the mindset of the Carmanians. Yep.
How many of you dead? nominee is back.
See, America, that's what America ain't built for. They think everybody's just going to lay down and just take it. No, these people built different. Same way with us. We don't give a damn what you do to us. Guess what? The Bible says what it says. They're the same way. They're the same way. They believe in what they believe in. They're going to keep fighting to the death. So, go to the next video. About no ceasefire. Yep.
Bring it out.
Right now, you're saying Iran does not want a ceasefire.
We are not asking for a ceasefire. And we don't see any reason why we should negotiate with the US when we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle.
So they come for a peace negotiation, then they bomb you at the same time. Psalms 55 and 20. The Bible is a true book. Keep playing with the Bible if you want to. This Bible is true.
Psalm chapter 55 and verse 20. Let's go. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace.
You see that? They come together. Hey, let's have a peace a peace treaty. Let's get together and figure out how we can solve our problems. And the second you get there, they done bombed all your country. Read.
With him, he hath broken his covenant.
What has he done?
Broken his covenant.
The man telling you in live time, we don't have 2 treaties with these people, and they bombed us both time in the middle of the negotiations. In the middle of the negotiations.
Kill the negotiators.
Can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. Read.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart.
Hold on. What was in his heart?
But war was in his heart.
And I remember what you said earlier during Camp Cat, where we experienced this wholesale, the demonic nature of this demon, right? We've seen how many treaties he broke with our brothers Gad, right? Broke many treaties with us. So we experienced it left and right. So now the other nations who have been afraid, now they see and they speaking up on it. The man of sin is being revealed. All praises to the Most High. It's because of us bringing out this truth, pushing forward, and not letting up. Not letting up. So read that one more time from the top.
The words of his mouth.
The words, his propaganda, his lies, come on.
Were smoother than butter.
Smoother than butter, come on.
But war was in his heart.
His true nature is what's in your mind, is what's in his heart. He's letting you know. Read.
His words were softer than oil.
It was what?
Softer than oil.
Making promises. That's how they do it. They'll make promises. Like, you know, listen, you deal right with us, we'll leave you alone. We're not going to deal with you like we did Liberia or Venezuela. We're not going to do that. You don't think they came to the negotiation meeting speaking those soft words with Iran? And then in the backhand, dispatch those Tomahawk missiles. That's exactly what it is. Go ahead.
Yet were they drawn swords.
Go ahead. I know. Obviously, you had something.
Hey, let me get Isaiah 47, read verse 8 and 9. Because a lot of time what happens is that people here on this side of the world, they think they could just go over there and drop bombs and nothing's going to happen here. Read.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 8.
And this is talking about virgin daughter of Babylon when you read verse 1. Read.
Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow.
Meaning they're not going to lose life. Read.
Neither shall I know the loss of children. But these 2 things shall...
That's what God is saying. Know this for sure. Read.
Shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And we're already seeing how through media, through everything that they use, the enchantment that they use to deceive the people, to say whatever they want to say. God said, You keep deceiving people, all those loss of life, all destruction is gonna come in one day. Like when they don't expect nothing to ever happen on this side.
Hey, I just posted a video. Play that video on what Officer Pagiel just spoke on. Okay, because the nations, especially Babylon the Great, they think they're gonna go unscathed, untouched by these nations.
You're gonna learn today.
Go ahead. Watch what happened. It's downloading. Okay. All right. Because Babylon is a prideful nation, a prideful country. They think they always on the offense, right? But they underestimate. What about the person that you're attacking? He survives and he anticipates you coming and attacking. Play that video.
America has sent Delta
Turn it up.
Force
Hold
troops
on. Turn it up.
only for them to then be captured.
Play it back. Run it back. Pay attention.
America has sent Delta Force troops.
Stop. Real quick. Pause. How many of y'all know the power of Delta Force? You just send a handful of Delta Force, they could take over a country, right? That's the fame that follows them. Go ahead.
Only for them to then be captured by Iran.
According to credible reports and official statements by the Iranian government, that 173 members, officers, and men of the famed Delta Force are in their hands as captured prisoners of war, and others were killed. What apparently happened was that the United States attempted a military landing, which went disastrously wrong, was ambushed by a superior force of IRGC fighters who killed and took 173 people prisoner. That's quite a haul of prisoners of war from an elite American unit. Military situation.
There you go. Hold on. So that lets you know. Listen, that fame that used to follow Delta Force. Listen, it doesn't. When it goes against other nations that've been starving and been anticipating you to land and do unleash the ground force, it's going to be a different party. Now, just imagine the force that the Most High got set up, waiting, just itching, waiting to destroy this abominable nation. Just imagine. When you read the scriptures, it says Christ is meditating on how he's going to destroy the earth. Hopscotch on the nations. This is war! So just imagine, and that's what's going to happen. It's already prophesied, is about to happen, but we understand that this is Bible prophecy that's being unleashed.
All praise. Did we finish the video with him saying he didn't want no treaty? Go back to that one. Let's finish it all the way through. See if we missed anything.
You're saying Iran does not want a ceasefire.
We are not asking for a ceasefire. And we don't see any reason why we should negotiate with the US when we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle of negotiations. So there is no request for a ceasefire by us, and there is no request for the negotiation with the US.
Can y'all tell that to the black pastors, please? You do not negotiate with your enemy. You don't go to Target and say, we're going to boycott. No, you know what you do? You set up your own store. Why are people so dumb? They understand it. It only took 2 times in 2 months. Black people been over here for 400 years and we ain't learned yet. It took them 2 times in 2 months. They said, no, we do not listen to the white man. This man is the devil. Black people been getting raped, robbed, murdered, abused, accused for centuries.
And they say, not all white people.
Right. Color doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter.
John 3:16.
There's some good ones. There's some good white people. He ain't saying, well, some of the ambassadors may be good.
Yeah.
No. He looking out for his people.
Right.
Can you find the video of Muhammad Ali talking about the snakes, please? Please bring that up. Muhammad Ali and snakes. All of us. Listen hard. I know some of y'all still love the white man. The good old white man. His creamy skin. You just love it so much.
Damn.
Type in Muhammad Ali snakes. Yeah. From YouTube. You ain't got to download it. Just click on it. So while we getting that, give me that in Sirach about never trust thine enemy. because I'm glad they set that precedent. They set a great precedent for all of us. Because guess what? Things are gonna happen. They're gonna touch some of us, and they're gonna come in here and try to bewilder y'all. And yeah, we didn't mean it. It was this and that, and we want to come into the church and help. No, get the hell out. That's the only way you can help me is to leave. Go ahead. Yep, play that video. Y'all see that? That makes sense. The black man, we don't forgot about that. We don't went to sleep. All these pastors that's begging for money, ain't none of them standing up for our own people. Not one of them.
Bring it out.
Go back to the Iranian dude.
From us, you have never sent any messages to them.
Right now, you're saying Iran does
Go
not.
to the next video.
Said that the U.S. military has essentially aerial superiority, naval superiority over Iran. Yet we're
All right,
not
pause. So, how many of y'all know what's going on with this? Huh? What? Somebody tell me. Get a mic. Get a mic.
Shalom, Cap. I was
Hey, somebody else besides Cuba Gooden, man. I know Cuba know the answers.
Hey, Shalom, Cap. Officer Ezra Augusta.
Hey, Shalom, officer.
That Strait of Hormuz,
they
blocking all the ships from bringing oil to the other countries, and they said that they didn't have a navy to protect it, but they just blew up like 2 ships yesterday.
Right, exactly. So, press play.
exporting ships to the Strait of Hormuz. Why? How did you not
Go
plan
back
for
to the
this?
start. Go back to the start. So, I'm going to paint the picture just in case. He said it, but I want to say it again. So, America, y'all know with Trump, they being so proud, they blew out all the Navy. They got nobody that can defend it. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, ain't no ships going through there still. Did that make any sense? Well, if everything's under control, why trade ain't going back to normal?
The hell is this?
Go ahead. Let's watch the hypocrites create an answer.
Said that the U.S. military has essentially aerial superiority, naval superiority over Iran. Yet we're not escorting ships to the Strait of Hormuz. Why? How did you not plan for this?
We planned for it. We recognize it. Because ultimately we want to do it sequentially in a way that makes the most sense for what we want to achieve and ensure that we're sending the right signals to the world when we do so. So when Chris Wright speaks or we speak, it's based on a full assessment of what we're up against, what we want to say to the world, how that we want them to see and understand the conflict.
Oh, he talking about how you want to see to the world. Well, you told the world that they ain't got no military, no army, no navy. You ain't consider that before you said that. Go ahead, press play.
It's like this whole idea of the war widening. That's what the press wants to make it look like it's widening and chaos is ensuing. No, we're actually closing in on grabbing hold of and controlling what objectives we want to achieve and how we want to achieve them. It's called shaping operations and setting the conditions. But when you shape the environment, you don't always tell. I mean, foolish political leaders and foolish military leaders of the past will hang an exact deadline on it. Or here's exactly when we'll do what we're going to do. Or here's how long it's going to take us.
Ain't that what Trump do every day? We got them all dead. We'll be out of there in 2 days. Trump do that every day. What is it? They don't communicate. Obviously, they don't have a telegram together. He need to scroll up in the group like, hey, Trump, don't list no dates. Today we going in. It's like, hey, you scroll up, bro. Scroll up in the group. Wow. Go ahead, Kat. Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of what he just talking about, Trump put out in Truth Social. Bring up that Truth Social post he put. Y'all have it?
Bring it out.
That one. Read what DJ Trump said, exactly what Kat was just talking about. Read it.
The United States of America has beaten and completely decimated Iran, both militarily, economically, and in every other way. But the countries of the world that receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage, and we will help a lot. The U.S. will coordinate with those countries so that everything goes quickly, smoothly, and well. This should have always been a team effort, and now it will be. It will bring the world together through harmony, security, and everlasting peace. President Donald J. Trump.
You mean to tell me, in other words, he's saying, when we was about to do this, y'all wasn't a factor. Now that stuff is going wrong, y'all need to Because he told them before, he said, yo, with y'all ship, just go. Just go. Just drive your, sail your ship through there. They ain't going to do nothing. We'll help. Maybe. Right? So when them ships got blown up, then he was like, well, because Esau's so prideful, they don't think in terms of war. They got all these weapons, so they don't need to think far, right? In their mind. That's why the guy asked them, well, y'all ain't factor into this. When the Strait of Hormuz get closed, y'all didn't factor, because Trump said, oh, we just going to completely hit them with so much overwhelming firepower, they're going to give up. They didn't give up. They took the blow. They did the rope-a-dope like Muhammad Ali, and they came back, and they were surprised.
Now they actually
Hey, real quick, too, that Moabite. When you go watch the full video about that Moabite, see those three factors that powers U.S. is also going to be their downfall. Right. Their technology, the weaponry is going to be their downfall because they're going to get too dependent on their weaponry. They think it's going to do all the work for them. It's going to make them complacent. Even when it goes into the propaganda, what's happening? False flags. Those things are coming out where they're not believing the propaganda anymore. Okay, their wealth is shriveling up. Okay, because now they have to print extra money to cover up all the expenses on a military weapon that they are using to bomb. So that same three that helps govern and power America is going to be the same sources that the Lord used to cover to destroy them.
All right, go back to the video.
Naval superiority over Iran.
Oh, was that it?
Yet we're not escorting ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Why? How did you not plan for this?
We planned for it. We recognize it. Because ultimately we want to do it sequentially in a way that makes the most sense for what we want to achieve, and ensure that we're sending the right signals to the world when we do so. So when Chris Wright speaks or we speak, it's based on a full assessment of what we're up against, what we want to say to the world, how that we want them to see and understand the conflict. It's like this whole idea of the war widening. That's what the press wants to make it look like it's widening and chaos is ensuing. No, we're actually closing in on grabbing hold of and controlling what objectives we want to achieve and how we want to achieve them. It's called shaping operations and setting the conditions. But when you shape the environment, you don't always tell. I mean, foolish political leaders and foolish military leaders of the past will hang an exact deadline on it. Or here's exactly when we'll do what we're going to do. Or here's how long it's going to take us. And then if you meet that, maybe you meet it. But if you don't, you fail. And if you're far beyond, we know exactly what we're shaping and why. We're sending those signals working across the interagency. The Strait of Hormuz is something we've paid attention to from the beginning. And the American people can rest assured we will ensure that our interests are advanced, no doubt.
So, did he give an answer? Nope. He gave a political answer. We're shaping.
The hell is this?
We're shaping.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Exactly.
Cap, you know why he didn't give an answer? Because one thing that we're seeing is, the warfare that's taking place right around that area, but the people are suffering for it. The U.S. citizens are suffering for it. Gas prices are going all the way high. In California, it's like $7, $8, $10 now. Now, one thing that you got to understand, Esau has slightly humbled himself because now he's saying, I want to work together with everybody because he foresees another war that's about to take place in this country. Because if the gas prices go up, anything goes up, guess what? We gonna have civil war in the United States of America. So it fits his best interest if I don't give no timeline, no due dates, but we're working on it.
Yep. Go to the next video. Watch this. Show you why it ain't open. Go ahead. Pause. I want you to read it. Read it while he go back to the beginning. I want you to read it, officer.
Yes, sir. The Strait of Hormuz will not be open.
That's why they ain't escorting nobody through. Go ahead.
No American ship has the right to enter the Gulf. America's presence
هیچ ناو آمریکایی حق ورود به خلیج فارس نداره. حضور آمریکا در خلیج
in the Gulf has been the main cause of insecurity for the last 50
فارس عامل اصلی ناامنی‌های 50 سال اخیر هست.
years. Without America's withdrawal from the Gulf
بدون خروج آمریکا از خلیج فارس
and without the Strait of Hormuz being controlled by the countries
و کنترل تنگی هرمز به دست خود کشورهای منطقه.
Specifically us and Oman, who are on its two sides, it is impossible.
مخصوصا ما و کشور عمان که دو طرف این تنگه هستیم امکان نداره امنیت
For security to be achieved.
به وجود بیاد. پایان جنگ
The end of the war is in our hands. We will look at the end of the war.
هم در دست ماست. ما زمانی به پایان جنگ نگاه میکنیم
When first we have recovered all our losses from America.
که اولا تمام خساراتمون رو از آمریکا خواهیم گرفت.
And second, we have obtained a 100% guarantee for the future.
ثانیاً به یک تضمین 100% باید از آینده برسیم که اون بدون
That is impossible without America's withdrawal from the
خروج آمریکا از خلیج فارس امکان
Gulf. Therefore, the second condition is America's withdrawal
پذیر نیست. بنابراین شرط دوم خروج آمریکا از
from the Gulf.
خلیج فارس است.
So they said, ain't nothing happening until America get their ass up out of here. That's what they said. So, go to Beckett. This is the problem. The white man say, we ain't going nowhere. We got bases everywhere. We got to be the international police for the whole world. Top flight security of the whole world, Craig. The whole world. Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Right, he transgresseth by wine. His politics, his religion. Read.
He is a proud man.
He's a proud man. As you've seen in all the videos we don't show y'all today. America is the proud man that the Bible speaks of. Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
He don't keep it home. That place is how many hours away? 20 some hours away. They at war with all these different countries. On the other side of the earth. What are y'all doing over there? That's like you got kids. They coming from somewhere like, what were you doing over there? They got nothing to do with that. Ain't even your neighborhood. Right. That's America. All in somebody else's neighborhood. What? What you got to do with the Arab nations?
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Uh-huh.
And is as death.
Uh-huh.
And cannot be satisfied.
He can't be satisfied.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
Read.
And heapeth unto him all people.
That's America. That is how you know America is Babylon the Great. Nobody else fulfills this prophecy. No other nation fulfills this prophecy. It is America. Go to the next video.
אנחנו קראנו בפרשת השבוע, זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק. אנחנו זוכרים ואנחנו פועלים. ואם למשטר האימים הזה יהיה נשק גרעיני, הם יאיימו על האנושות כולה. לכן יצאנו כדי להרחיק גם את הסכנה הזאת, קודם כל מעצמנו, מעלינו. אבל אנחנו פועלים כאן, יחד עם ארצות הברית, בשם ולמען האנושות כולה. אני שואב כוח עצום מהעמידה האיתנה של אזרחינו, לגבורת לוחמינו ומפקדינו. אנחנו קראנו בפרשת השבוע, זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק. אנחנו זוכרים ואנחנו פועלים.
All right. So, what did he say? What did he say, y'all? See what y'all got. What did he say? Get one of the officers a mic.
Hey, Shalom Leadership Officer Luke. Basically, he just said that the Persians are Amalek.
Right.
When really they are Amalek.
There you go. Lying again. So, now, they said the Persians are Amalek, right? Y'all remember who they called Amalek a few months ago? They said the Palestinians was Amalek.
The hell is
so
this?
whoever come against Israel, who is they? They Amalek all of a sudden. This man is the devil. Go to the next video. Go to the next video. I'm going to prove it to you. Never trust these people. These folks are born liars. Yep.
זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק, נצטווינו. אנו זוכרים ואנו נלחמים.
Now this is in Gaza.
אין חצי עבודה. רפיח, דיר אל בלח, מוצרת, השמדה מוחלטת, תמחה את זכר עמלק מתחת השמיים. אין מקום מתחת לשמיים.
ובסימן חג הפסח לומר
שאנחנו צריכים להכות באויב 10 מכות, למחות את זכר עמלק, כמו שכתוב.
אשתי יקרה, שרה. מוכנה יהיה פיצוץ גדול. למחות את זכר עמלק!
You see what it said, right? To occupy what? Gaza. They said they was going to wipe out Amalek and wipe out Gaza. Hold on. Why y'all talking about Amalek now being the Iranians? These people are liars and don't know the Bible. Go ahead. Crazy. Now, here's the kicker, y'all. What they teach you in the black church about your enemies? What they say? Love your enemy. All these black pastors that go to Israel and they give them money, they don't teach them about wiping off Amalek. They don't teach them about destroying their enemy. Nope. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they sending bombs all over the world. They killing anybody come against them. But when you leave, you docile. Love everybody. God don't see color.
That is powerful.
God is not a black man. He's not black.
Israel got a military bombing tactic called the double tap. Damn. They'll bomb a location, wait for the rescue service, the ambulance and everything come, and then they'll bomb the same location with them with the help right there. It's called a double tap. And then you got Christians like John Hagee and them saying, they have the right to defend themselves. With that method right there, you telling me you waiting for an ambulance and some help to relieve the destruction you just caused and then re-bomb it again. And he said, listen, they have the right to defend themselves. They on the offense. That's not defense.
Damn. That's a war crime, sound like. Yes, it is. I thought you can't hit hospitals and schools. Did you say 174 girls died? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, go to the next video. No, we already watched that one. Go to the next. What number we on, y'all? That was the last one? Yeah, we already watched that one. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So look, like I told y'all before, we just came up with something real quick. If y'all like the class, tune in to FCN. What time? Every Thursday night at 8:30. Thursday, 8:30. That's how we get it in. But if you really want to get it in, Sundays
cut the mic
at 7 p.m. That's for this. Hey, cut my mic for real.
Oh, bring back the mic. Give it the mic.
Damn. They ain't right down here in MIA. They ain't right. That's why y'all ain't have no walls. Anyway.
The hell is this? Nah, don't forget. Y'all gotta tune in. Hey, Lions Den is on a planet, man. They taking over right now. I think right before Lions Den, you got Creole Corner as well. Yep. All right, 6:30 p.m. Listen, we are a world within a world, Israel.
Right.
Don't got no time for idle time, man. It's time to do the work. All right?
100% correct.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.